taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
First and 10.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Themselves out of time. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there, 1st down. With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Herbert on 1st down now. Henry's got it down on the left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's another Charger.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Charger.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. We're scoreless after one.
No score.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's Brooks Reed up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
44-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're going deep for Hill. A fight for the football, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 30, Austin Eckler.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
4-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he won't be close to a first down. No gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 14-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Austin
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Made at the 12-yard line.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
The Chiefs 7.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try to get back in this game?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015 and been a Pro Bowler for 3 straight years.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Herbert, he's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert, he's going to look down. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here is Eckler. 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Wilson.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Herbert now. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Complete.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So they'll back them up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Chargers 24. Chiefs nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Kansas City.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Chiefs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Well, they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
13 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Butker's kick here is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Rashad Breeland, the one that got him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On third down, here's Eckler. And he will not get there as they stop him short. Fourth down.
So we're is drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And right side, Hiller's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So this one's over.